Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the main gymnasium here at Braintree High School, part of the H. Fred Herget Athletic Complex. We're here over the holiday break as Braintree High hosts the Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase, where teams from all over New England and New York will be competing in a two-day tournament to showcase some of the best talent in the Northeast. I'm Albarisi, with me Mike Wassel, and tonight Braintree will face Christ the King out of Queens, Brooklyn, New York. Braintree comes off of a state championship season last year, 24-1 record. The one loss at the hands of Christ the King on January 17th of this year when they were at Springfield College and played in the Hoop Hall Classic hosted by Springfield and the Basketball Hall of Fame. So Braintree has an opportunity to avenge that loss on their home court on their road to the Garden in the DCU Center. Certainly a much more optimistic chance this time around for the Womps. The Royals actually missing two of their star players. Gabriella Felipe is out with an MCL injury, and Kayla Kinder is out with the flu. So Braintree has an opportunity to take advantage of kind of a short-staffed Royal squad. But again, Christ the King, a very, very good team. Still without those injured players, they're going to be a handful for Braintree. Kayla Kinder was a starter last year as a sophomore, a junior this year. She's sitting out, as you said, with the flu. Only one starter for tonight's game returns from last year's squad, and that is senior Sydney Zambrota. She will be starting tonight. We're going to defer right now to PA announcer Pete Mundy as they announce the starting lineups for both squads, and then we will have a moment of silence for the slain police officers out of Queens, New York. Again, Christ the King is out of Queens, and so those were local police officers for them. So out of respect, we are going to have a moment of silence here before the game starts in honor and in memory of those slain police officers. So we'll defer right now to Pete Mundy.
Herget Gymnasium, home of the Braintree High School Womps. Braintree High School is proud to host the 2014 Greater Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase, sponsored by the Hyatt Place Boston Braintree Hotel. The second game of our doubleheader tonight features the Royals of Christ the King High School from Middle Village, Queens, New York. And from Braintree, Massachusetts, your very own Womps of Braintree High School. We're pleased to welcome you, which remind you of this contest is being played by young athletes, not professionals, who try to represent themselves and the school to the best of their ability. Please remember, the price of admission does not tell anyone to cheer, criticize, or downgrade players, coaches, or the officials. Request that all cheering be supported. Please, let's all make this event a positive experience for all. Here are tonight's starting lineups. We start first with Christ the King Royals, starting at center, number 21, Julie Medna. Starting forward, number 15, Cynthia Perez. Starting at guard, number 10, Raven Dowling. Starting at guard, number 11, Sydney Zambrota. Starting at guard, she's the captain, number 22, Dominique Toussaint. The head coach for Christ the King is Bob Mackey. And now here's the starting lineup for your very old Braintree Womps. Starting at guard, number 23, Dila Dixon. Starting forward, number 13, Brianna Hurley. Starting forward, she's the captain, number 35, Molly Reagan. Starting at guard, she's the captain, number 10, Ashley Russell. And starting at guard, she's the captain, number 11, Bridget Hurley. The head coach for Braintree is Kristen McDonald. The referees for tonight's game are Mrs. Devine and Mr. Bailey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise, remove your hats, and remain standing. Last week, 2 New York City police officers were tragically assassinated. One of the officers was from the Queens area, which is where Christ the King High School is from. At this time, the members of both Christ the King High School and Braintree High School and their coaching staffs ask you to join them in a moment of silence in their memory. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a moment of silence in memory of the 2 police officers from the Queens, New York area that were tragically killed while doing their duty. on behalf of the fellow friends, family, and fellow officers that knew them well, thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you, if you are all rise, please remove your hats as we honor America and those who have defended or are currently defending our freedom with the singing of our national anthem. Singing the anthem tonight, Emily DeGiusto, a senior at Braintree High School. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. We'd like to welcome BHS TV, the broadcast team of Al Marisi and Mike Blossom camera people, Jerry Conrad, Kristen Patterson, and John O'Connell. Tonight's game will be rebroadcast on BHS TV throughout the week next week. Check the website, www.bcan.tv for Dave High.
Welcome back to Braintree High School. We're here in the main gymnasium for the Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase, second game of today's doubleheader. Braintree High School hosting the Royals of Christ the King out of Queens, New York. Officials for today's ball game, Ms. Kate Devine and Mr. Peter Holmes at the tip-off. Julie Madna against Bridget Herlihy. And game number 2 is underway. Braintree controls the tap. Christ the King early in a man-to-man defense. Braintree down low to Molly Reagan, off the glass, bad angle, no good. Brianna Herlihy with the offensive rebound. The foul is called on Julie Medna. That is Julie's first personal foul, first team foul for the Lady Royals. That'll put Brianna Herlihy at the line shooting 2.
Good start for Braintree with a good offensive rebound and a lot of good ball movement early on so far.
First point of the ball game, and Braintree up 1-0. Head coach Bob Mackey of the Lady Royals of Christ the King has his work cut out for him tonight. A very, very short bench. 2 of his starters, Gabrielle Philippe and Kayla Kinder, out, as we talked about before. Rebound, Dominique Toussaint. And very quickly, Christ the King brings it back the other way. Zambrata, the only one with significant varsity experience on the floor right now for Christ the King. Toussaint drives the lane for a quick 2, and Christ the King takes a 2-1 lead early in the ballgame. Pass intended for Molly Reagan. Brianna Herlihy comes up with a loose ball. She's tied up immediately by Dominique Toussaint. Possession arrow is in favor of the Lady Womps, and with 7:04 remaining in the first. Oh, I take that back. I stand corrected. Possession arrows in favor of the Lady Royals, and they will take over with 7:04 remaining in the first quarter. Braintree comes into tonight's ball game with a 3-0 record. Nice drive by Toussaint, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Medna. Christ the King comes in with a 4-2 record. Roles are reversed. Last year in the Hoop Hall Classic, Christ the King came in as a top 25 team in Max Preps ratings. This year, they are unranked, but Braintree comes in ranked number 23 in the Max Preps. That's a national ranking, so The #1 student publication in the country considers Braintree a top 25 team in the country. Early turnover for Braintree. Christ the King takes over. Zambrata launches a 3. Long rebound. Molly Reagan picks it up quickly. Outlet pass. Ashley Russell drives the lane. Ball is stolen by Medna. Medna's going to take it coast to coast. Good defensive play by Bridget Herlihy. Caused Medna to change her shot. Ball goes out of bounds. Braintree will take over with 6:22 remaining in the first quarter.
A little bit of trap press on the backcourt by Christ the King.
Dixon drives the lane. She's blocked by Toussaint. Brianna Herlihy off the glass, can't complete it. Molly Reagan with the rebound and 2. Again, Toussaint drives the lane, scoop shot no good. Keela Dixon with the rebound. Toussaint goes for the steal.
A lot of contact.
Dixon, lead pass is intercepted. And Bridget Herlihy returns the favor, and now Toussaint does it, or Medna rather. Sloppy play on both sides, 3 consecutive steals.
Make it 4.
Keela Dixon with a quick one. Ball is still in play. Pair of 11s, Bridget Herlihy and Sydney Zambrata. Both fight for the ball. Ball went out of bounds off of Herlihy. Christ the King will take over. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. 3-2 lead for the Lady Womps. Toussaint, 12-footer, and she nails it. Dominique Toussaint with 4 points thus far in the ball game. 4-3 lead for the Lady Royals. Ashley Russell drives, dishes real quick, pass down low. And they're going to call Raven Dowling with the foul, I believe. It is in fact Raven Dowling. She picks up her first personal. Second team foul for the Lady Royals. First substitution for Bob Mackey. Ashley Howell, 6'3" center, comes in, replaces Julie Medna.
Right now, Braintree seems to be making one pass too many. Instead of taking the open shot, they're trying to get the better look at the basket. And I think right now it's a little overpassing.
Ashley Russell, 4-footer, no good. Rebound, Sydney Zambrata. I think the Lady Royals are a quicker, more athletic team than Braintree's used to facing. Zambrata drives, blocked by Ashley Russell. Ball goes out of bounds off of Howell, and so Braintree will take over with 4:39 remaining in the first quarter. Jaylene Fisher checks into ball game for the Lady Royals. Braintree yet to make their first substitution. Molly Reagan looking for some help. Called backcourt violation on Ashley Russell.
Timeout, Braintree.
Kristen McDonald calls timeout with 4:27. As we said, the Lady Womps looking for redemption. Their only loss last year in a 24-1 season, 69-52 to these very same Lady Royals of Christ the King. That in the Hoop Hall Classic at Springfield College. You're watching Braintree High School basketball on Braintree Community Access and Media. We'll be right back.
I realized at that moment, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
Braintree answers the timeout with their starting 5. Christ the King with the ball. Zambrata, right wing. Gives to Toussaint. Toussaint, 3-pointer for Dominique Toussaint. She has all 7 of Christ the King's points thus far in the first quarter. foul on the Lady Royals. Fouls on Dominique Toussaint. That is her first personal, third team foul for Christ the King. Playing a very aggressive style of defense, whether it be full court or half court. Pass down low. Brianna Hurley tries to dish to Molly Reagan. Partially blocked, but Braintree retains it. Brianna drives the lane. Puts up a running 4-footer, no good. Molly Reagan tried to get the rebound. Rolls off her fingertips. Christ the King will take over. 3:49 remaining in the quarter.
Both teams playing a lot of man-on-man, and right now it's giving Braintree a lot of trouble.
Keela Dixon gets a break. Mara Russell checks in for substitution for the Lady Womps. Down low to Howell. Howell kicks out to Zambrata. Zambrata drives the lane. Fisher baseline. I believe they're going to call Brianna Hurley on the foul. It is in fact the first foul on Brianna Hurley. That'll put Fisher, Ashley Fisher, or Julianne Fisher rather, at the line shooting 2. Jaylene Fisher misses her first. Makes the second. 8-3 lead for the Lady Royals of Christ the King. Cross court to Molly Reagan. Reagan drives baseline. Partially knocked away.
Nice
pass.
pass.
Ashley Russell. Nice off the glass. Toussaint drives the lane. Can't get the roll. Rebound. Brianna Hurley. Lead pass to Ashley Russell. Ashley goes right by Dowling for another 2.
That's a huge swing right there, Al. Looked like it was going to be a 2 on the other end by Toussaint, and instead Russell with 4 straight points. Braintree right back in it.
1 point lead for the Lady Royals, 8-7 with just under 3 minutes. Down low, Howell had a bad angle, couldn't get the ball off the glass. Ashley Russell with the rebound. She puts the 2 on the glass. 6
Plenty of
points.
timeout.
Ashley Russell brought back calls timeout to stop the bleeding, and Braintree now up by 1. They were down 5. And they now have a 9-8 lead with 2:40 remaining in the first quarter.
What a great sequence that was, and it was all Ashley Russell, 6 straight points, and that time splitting the defender, going to the left hand, and an unbelievable crossover to go to the basket. And now a 1 point lead here at home with 2:40 to go in the first quarter.
Again, we said this is the Greater Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase. Several teams from around New England and Christ the King from Queens, New York. In the first game of tonight's doubleheader, Archbishop Williams defeated Providence Classical 106-24. It was a lopsided victory for the Lady Bishops, and again, that will be Braintree's opponent tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, the 2 games. First game will be at 4 o'clock. It'll be Capital Prep out of Connecticut facing the very same Lady Royals of Christ the King that are on the floor right now. At 6 o'clock, Archbishop Williams will take on Braintree High School. The number 1 and number 2 ranked teams in Massachusetts currently will face off tomorrow here at Braintree High School. Tip-off 6 o'clock. Erin Greeley checks in now for the Lady Womps. So you have Brianna Hurley, Bridget Hurley, Erin Greeley, Ashley Russell, and Mara Russell. Zambrata kicks out to Fisher. Down low to Medna. Medna with no glass gets her first 2 points of the ball game. And now Christ the King back up by 1. Ashley Russell drives the lane and she's hammered. Julie Medna is going to pick up her second personal foul. Ashley will be at the line shooting 2. Russell, usually automatic from the free throw line, misses her first. Avanya Coles checks in for the Lady Royals. Keela Dixon comes back in the ball game, replaces Mara Russell. Ashley gets the second. 7 points on the night for Ashley, and we're tied at 10 apiece. drive by Toussaint. Good penetration. She draws the personal foul. She'll be at the line shooting 2. Brianna Herlihy picks up her second personal foul. So Brianna Herlihy for Braintree, Julie Medina for the Lady Royals of Christ the King, each with 2 fouls apiece. Toussaint makes the first. Molly Reagan checks back in the ball game for Braintree.
It's going to be tough, Al, here for Braintree to stay in front of Toussaint. She's got a quick first step as she hits the second, but right now it's going to have to be Braintree's going to have to find a way to either double team or somehow shut off Toussaint because she's really killing the Womps.
Bridget Herlihy kicks it out to Molly Reagan. Reagan around the horn. Erin Greeley wide open 3. Rebound, Keela Dixon puts it off the glass. Once again, we're not at a 12.
Third offensive rebound for the Womps, all transitioning into points.
Toussaint again drives the lane, throws up an awkward shot, no good. Nice save by Ashley Russell. Give to Keela Dixon, and Dixon controls for the Lady Womps. Dixon tries to penetrate, gets by Perez and puts 2 off the glass. Great body control by the sophomore Keela Dixon, and Braintree up by 2. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Ashley Russell goes for the steal and nearly pulled it off. Raven Dowling checks in, replaces Dominique Toussaint. So Toussaint on the bench, Braintree could take advantage.
Braintree turning the tables a little bit defensively, getting very aggressive just like Christ the King was early on, and it's transitioning into a lot of turnovers, and right now the Womps up 2.
Ashley Russell back in the ball game for the Lady Womps. Dowling tries to penetrate, kicks it out to Fisher. Fisher a little trouble finding the handle, regains control. 3 on the shot clock, off the glass. Braintree with the rebound, Keela Dixon, and she penetrates again off the glass for another 2.
Could have been a foul there as well. Looked like a little contact, but either way, the basket good.
Keela Dixon with 6 quick points here. Braintree up, biggest lead of the night for the Lady Womps, 16-12. Raven Dowling with an awkward penetration, and she draws the blocking foul on Molly Reagan. Looked like Reagan had good position, but she moved her feet, and that's good enough to draw the foul. First personal for Molly Reagan, 3rd team foul for the Lady Womps. Dowling at the line shooting 2, misses the first.
Only the second trip to the line for Christ the King, and so far just 1 for 3.
Dowling makes the back end, pulls to within 4. Keela Dixon launches one at the buzzer, no good. And the first quarter's in the books, and the Lady Womps with the narrowest of 3-point leads, 16-13. This is the Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase here at Braintree High School. Second game of the doubleheader. Lady Womps of Braintree lead the Lady Royals of Christ the King, 16-13. We'll be back for second quarter action. You're watching Braintree High School basketball on Braintree Community Access and Media.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad
One more
today.
time. Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
Welcome back to Braintree High School's second quarter action here in the second game of the Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase. Braintree starts the second quarter with Mara Russell, Molly Reagan, Keela Dixon, Bridget Herlihy, and Ashley Russell. Lady Royals with a little full court pressure here. Keela Dixon gets a bit of her own medicine. Usually she's the one applying the pressure. Molly Reagan around the horn to Dixon for three. Does not get the bounce. Hits the top of the backboard. The Lady Royals will take over on the turnover. Braintree up by 3, 16-13 as we start the second quarter. Packed gymnasium here at Braintree High School for some of the best basketball in the Northeast. And Ashley Russell with a block and a steal. Maura Russell for three, no good. Rebound, Ashley Howell very quickly. Christ the King brings it back. They transition very, very quickly. Quick outlet passes. Toussaint is blocked by Molly Reagan. The give is to Keela Dixon. Dixon behind the back. Unbelievable pass by Keela Dixon behind the back to Maura Russell. Wow, what a play. That gets a rush out of the crowd. That's a highlight right there. And now Ashley Howell with her first 2 points of the evening. Pulls Christ the King to within 3, 18-15. Bridget Hurley draws the personal foul. That is going to be on Dominique Toussaint. Toussaint picks up her second personal. Dominique Toussaint taking over the role of Sierra Calhoun. Calhoun, the big gun for Christ the King last year. She's now playing for Duke. She had 31 points in the 69-52 victory in the Hoop Hall Classic last year. Bridget Hurley makes the first. That is her first point of the evening. Bridget 2 for 2 for the charity stripe. Braintree up by 5, 20-15. Bob Mackey calling for his team to move a little bit more. Howell down low, kicks it out to Dowling. Dowling on the line, no good. Ashley Russell with phenomenal athleticism keeps the ball in play. Braintree picks it up, lead pass to Maura Russell. Russell couldn't do anything with it but put it back in play. Toussaint with the steal, gives to Zambrano, and Zambrano off the glass for two. Her first 2 points of the evening.
Unselfish play that time by Toussaint, making the extra pass.
Bridget Hurley, he bounced past to Molly Reagan. Reagan with a 4-footer is good. Molly with 4 points on the night. I think this will be one of those times where Braintree's depth on the bench will be a deciding factor. Molly Reagan with the rebound. Very, very short bench for Christ the King, and at this tempo, it's going to affect him. Keela Dixon again, great body control. She's got 8 points on the night. Biggest lead of the night for Braintree, 7, 24-17. Give us to Howell, and Howell, we're going to call Molly Reagan with a blocking foul.
I don't know about that call, Al. You probably should let that one go.
Howell matches up size-wise with Molly Reagan, but not quite as athletic. Brianna Hurley checks in, replaces Molly Reagan. Kristen McDonald, always the coach, coaching up Molly before she lets her sit down. Ashley Howell, the back end, does not get it. 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Long rebound out to Jaylene Fisher.
That can't happen if you're Braintree. An offensive rebound off a missed free throw.
Fisher drives off the glass, no good. Nearly gets her own rebound, but knocks it out of bounds. And so Braintree will take over with 5:08 remaining in the half. Julie Medna checks back in the ball game, replaces Jaylene Fisher. Replaces Ashley Howell. 33, not 30. Keela Dixon guarded by Fisher. Tries to drive. Kicks it back out to Bridget Hurley for 3, no good. Brianna Hurley near, and loose ball picked up by Ashley Russell.
Well, a foul there on the ground.
I believe it's going to be on Zambrano. It is in fact on Sydney Zambrata. That is her first personal. Bob Mackey doesn't agree with the call. Official Kate Devine saying she was grabbed when she was on the floor. Brianna Herlihy for three, nails it. Brianna Herlihy with 4 points on the night. Braintree up by 10, the biggest lead of any by either team, 10 points. Foul outside before the shot. That's going to be on Ashley Russell, Ashley's first personal foul.
Good foul.
15 foul for the Lady Womps. Lady Royals with 1 foul to give before Braintree's in the bonus. Braintree has 2 to give. Zambrata with a long three, no good. Rebound Bridget Herlihy.
Not a good shot at all.
Ashley Russell, bounce pass, kicks it out to Mara for a 10-footer. No good. Brianna Herlihy with the rebound and immediately tied up by Julie Medna. Dominique Toussaint checks back in the ball game, replaces Raven Dowling. Ashley Howell checks in also for the Lady Royals. Zambrata kicks out to Toussaint. Toussaint got it by Keela Dixon. Brianna Herlihy goes for the steal, nearly pulls it off. Zambrata drives the lane. Foul outside, I believe. Again, they're going to call it.
It's on
They're
Russell.
going to call it on Ashley Russell. Ashley picks up her second personal. That is the 6th team foul. So both teams, 1 foul to give. Erin Greeley checks in, replaces Ashley Russell. Molly Reagan comes in, replaces Maura Russell. Again, Zambrata with the drive. And she's blocked by Brianna Herlihy. Or correction, Bridget Herlihy. Brianna at the other end gets the pass left.
Oh, wow.
Pass no good.
Where was the foul there, Al?
And this time Brianna with the block. Herlihy sisters making their presence felt on defense. 3.5 to go in the half. Braintree with a 10-point lead. Bridget drives the lane. They're going to get Zambrata outside before the shot. Again, Sydney Zambrata picks up her second personal foul. That's going to put Braintree at the line, shooting 1-1.
Things starting to heat up a little bit here on both sides. A lot of good contact. They've let a lot go, but right now you see the defense starting to creep into it.
Bridget makes the first, she gets the second. Again, Kristen McDonald telling her team to penetrate, try to get the Lady Royals in foul trouble with that short bench. That could prove to be very beneficial. That could be a key element in the game as the game winds down in the second half. Bridget 2 for 2. 4 points on the night for Bridget Herlihy. Braintree up by 12 with 3:20 to go in the half. Zambrata for 3, no good. Erin Greeley with the rebound. And Braintree slowing it down here.
Want to go to the basket here, though.
Pass down low to Bridget Herlihy. Spin move left hand, no good. Long rebound out to Jaylene Fisher. Zambrata with a good crossover dribble off the glass. Great move by Sydney Zambrata. Keela Dixon for a long three. Off the glass, no good. Toussaint with the rebound. She pulls up just inside the three-point line. 2 points for Toussaint. And Kristen McDonald calls timeout. Stops the clock with 2:27 to go in the half. Braintree up by 8, 29-21. You're watching Lady Womp basketball on BCam. Braintree answers the timeout with Aaron Greeley, Keela Dixon, Bridget Herlihy, Bella Tonetti in for the first time tonight, and Molly Reagan. Tonetti, a very good outside shooter. Only a sophomore, but has significant varsity playing experience from last year. 10 on the shot clock for the Lady Womps. Bridget Herlihy for 3, no good. Long rebound, Toussaint. Dixon goes for the steal and gets called for the reach-in foul.
Good idea by Dixon, but may have gotten a little bit of the arm before the ball.
Foul number 23, Keela Dixon.
First personal on Keela Dixon. Both teams now in the bonus.
Number 22, Dominic Toussaint to shoot the 1-1.
Toussaint shooting 1-1. A little too strong. Rebound, Perez. Perez off the glass, no good. Molly Reagan. It's the 4th rebound for Molly Reagan here in the first half. Give and go to Reagan. Reagan off the glass. Couldn't finish. Toussaint with the rebound. Tipped out of bounds off of the Lady Womps. Maura Russell comes in and replaces Molly Reagan.
And for Christ the King, number 10, Reagan Dowling.
Howell. Gets it over to Fisher. Fisher can't penetrate the Braintree defense, forced to kick it back out. Toussaint with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. She traveled. If she hadn't traveled, Bella Tonetti had a steal. Either way, Braintree will take over. Under a minute and a half. And now Avania Coles checks back into the ball game for the Lady Royals, as does Raven Dowling, and now Ashley Russell will come in for the Lady Womps.
Braintree's defensive intensity has certainly picked up here in the second quarter.
Braintree not as intimidated by Christ the King as they were last year. Big showcase in Springfield, just not quite the same intensity, but pretty close. Aaron Greeley for 3, long roll, no good. Fisher with a rebound, long lead pass to Howell, no good.
Bad turnover there. Can't give it away there. You had a 2-on-1 up court. Should have been an easy basket.
Braintree a lot more confident tonight. In control of the ball game, up by 8 with a minute to go in the first half. They're going to call Fisher with the reach-in.
Lazy foul, too, by the Royals. It's going to put Braintree at the line for 1-on-1.
Jaylene Fisher picks up her first personal foul.
Back to your point, Al, I think playing in your home gym certainly helps out a lot, too.
Bella Tonetti checks back in, replaces Ashley Russell. In and out, no good. Bridget Herlihy with the rebound. Picks it back out to Keela Dixon. Really drives the lane, and she's going to say she stripped, but it's going to be a foul. Jaylene Fisher picks up her second personal very, very quickly.
You can see head coach Mackey not happy. That's the second time in this game, one on each side, that we've seen an offensive rebound off of a missed free throw, and that's just something that shouldn't happen.
Well, talent-wise, they match up very, very good. The thing that's going to get him is the short bench, and he can ill afford to have any of his players in foul trouble.
Even right now, it seems like the size favors Braintree as well.
Aaron Greeley with her first point of the ball game. 30-21, Braintree by 9 with 50 seconds. Aaron picks up her second. 31-21, Braintree by 10. Bob Mackey has 4 of his players with 2 fouls. Front rim, no good. Loose ball picked up by Keela Dixon. Braintree does not have the numbers. Dixon drives through anyway and picks up another foul. 2 on 3, and that did not deter Keela Dixon.
Just what you want to do. We talked about it before the game. We've talked about it during the game. A short bench, go right at the defender, pick up the foul, and that's 10 fouls now against the Royals here in the first half.
Braintree shooting 2 for the remaining 34 seconds. Avania Coles picks up her first personal. And Keela Dixon makes her first of 2 free throws. 9 points on the night for Keela. For 2 for Keela Dixon, 10 points even for the sophomore. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Braintree up by 12. Fowler drives, puts it up off the glass, no good. Tonetti with the rebound.
Braintree can hold for the final shot, but it looks like they're going to attack.
Keela Dixon looking for some help. Erin Greeley picks up the loose ball. 12 seconds on the clock. Nice screen by Erin Greeley. Dixon kicks it out to Mara Russell for 3, no good. And that's your half. So what was a very, very physical and very aggressive first half for both teams. Braintree comes away with a 12-point lead. They lead by an even dozen as they head to the locker room to make their adjustments. It's game 2 of the Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase here at Braintree High School. The Lady Womps hosting the Lady Royals of Christ the King out of Queens, New York. Your halftime score, Braintree 33, Christ the King 21. Stay right where you are. We're going to be entertained by the Braintree High School varsity cheerleaders and the varsity dance team. We'll be back for second half action shortly. You're watching Braintree High School basketball on BCAM. Welcome back to Braintree High School. We're here for the Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase. Halftime score, the Lady Womps lead the Lady Royals of Christ the King 33-21. Special guest here up in the booth at halftime is Mayor Joe Sullivan. Mayor, we'd appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to come up, but sure. You're a huge Braintree High School athletic fan, a season ticket holder to all the games, right. and you make it a point to be present at these competitions. What does that mean for you as a mayor of a community like this?
Well, I love the spirit of these competitions, and I think all the players, be they winning or not having the season that we hope for, they're competing, and they just represent us so well. And the atmosphere is such a positive atmosphere, particularly tonight. I mean, this team is a nationally ranked program, and we're taking it to them here thus far in the first half. My wife, Barbara, and I were actually down at Dave & Buster's yesterday, where we hosted a little reception for the Christ the King team and their coaches, and they were staying at the Hyatt Hotel across the street, so it was a suitable location for them, and just get to meet the girls of the other team, but also see our girls just representing themselves so well. And obviously the coach Kristen and assistant coach Kelly and all, they're just great spirited with this team, and they're playing very well tonight, and that's what's great about Braintree High School athletics.
It was a nice gesture that both teams had before the game, a moment of silence for the two officers, Lucienne Liu and Rafael Ramos, from the Queens area. Christ the King is from Queens. That was a tragedy and kind of put a damper on the holidays for a lot of people, but it was good that Braintree and Christ the King kind of came together and showed their respect for the police department and other first responders.
I think it was very well done, poignant and important to have that statement. I was actually talking to the coach of Christ the King last night about that, and their school is within a few blocks of where that, unfortunately, that incident happened, where the two officers were killed while on duty. And I think we had, you should know, or we had, and our people should know, that Chief Jenkins and 11 of our police officers who were down in New York representing the town of Braintree, paying their respects, and you know, it's just critically important to understand the work that our police officers do, our first responders, and the importance of their work. And I think we do appreciate it here in Braintree in terms of the support we give our police department and our fire department and those who are on the front line. And it's important that we had that moment tonight, as you noted.
Now, as a former Braintree High School student, and you were a student athlete here yourself, Braintree...
Not much of an athlete, Al, but I was an okay student.
But you've made it a priority here, and as the mayor, you're a member of the school committee,
right,
and you know the important role that athletics plays in the community, and especially with the season Braintree had last year, the 2013-2014 season. You had a girls state championship basketball team, the hockey team played for a state championship, the baseball team played for a state championship. What does that do for a community when you see that the town actually comes out in whole and supports these athletes, these student athletes, and follows them all over the state as they compete representing Braintree?
Well, as I've said many times, and let me just make the point again tonight, academically, we perform very well in the classroom. And now we can see athletically that I think we're starting to compete at a higher level as well. And that representation of Braintree as we compete in these different tournaments and get to a level of excellence, I think is a pride factor for the entire town, and it allows us, I think, suitably to put money into the capital projects that we've done throughout all of our schools. If you look at the gymnasium tonight with the new stands and the paint job and the reconditioning of the floor, and we'll have a new floor next year. But Athletic Director Mike Denise has done a good job in terms of the coordination of these projects. But it's really been the support of the town and kind of a focus by us in terms of my office and the school committee and the town council to really prioritize expenditures that are needed in our facilities. These synthetic fields that we have, we're still very close. I won't get into it tonight, but we're close to announcing something associated with the pool and the rink. And I know that's the boy who cried wolf to some people who know that story, but we're getting close to that. And so, it's important that we make those types of capital improvements that allow our athletic teams to be able to compete, I think, at a higher level. And as long as we're performing in the classroom as we are, the athletics and the academics come together to make our Braintree public school system one that we can be very, very proud of.
Mayor Sullivan, we know that you're a very big supporter of the athletic programs,
as
not just the high school, the youth programs. I appreciate that. BCAM does a nice job of trying to cover as much as they can, and it gives the opportunity for people who can't actually come to the venues and watch the games to see these student athletes participate at the highest level. Appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule. Thanks for everything you do for the town, and wish you a Happy New Year.
Thanks, Al. Happy New Year to you, and go Womps.
Absolutely. When we come back, second half action here at the Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase. We're at Braintree High School. The Lady Womps leading Christ the King. We'll have second half action in just a moment.
Mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at 58 years old.
8 years into the disease was when all the light went out.
For me, it was heart-wrenching.
Looking into the eyes of somebody with Alzheimer's, sometimes you just don't see the person's soul is like gone.
And it takes a toll on everyone. I mean, it's a depressing disease to watch unfold before your eyes.
She actually thought those of us who were caring for her and who loved her most were her worst enemies.
More and more responsibilities fell on my shoulders.
This disease just ravages a family.
It changes your life.
The magnitude of it is indescribable. My mother taught me to be in the moment.
We have to live in the moment with them.
And I'm going to be with that person right now in this moment, wherever she is.
Now is the moment. If we work together, we can stop this epidemic.
Contact Bright Focus and learn more.
Welcome back to Braintree High School, part of the H. Fred Herget Athletic Complex, the main gymnasium. We're here for Game 2 of the Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase. The Lady Womps of Braintree lead the Lady Royals of Christ the King out of Queens, New York, 33-21 at halftime. Leading scorer of the game is Dominique Toussaint thus far. She has 11 points in the first half to go along with 4 rebounds. Braintree's leading scorer is Keela Dixon with 10 points. Leading rebounder Molly Reagan with 4. She also has a block and a steal to go along with that. The big point of focus in the first half was fouls. Christ the King has 4 different players with 2 fouls each. Braintree has 3, Ashley Russell, Brianna Hurley, and Molly Reagan. And so with a very, very short bench, head coach Bob Mackey may have to worry about running out of players or having players, critical players, in foul trouble.
Well, it's to be expected. The way this game has unfolded, you knew it was going to be a hard-fought game, and right now, both sides are a little bit in foul trouble, but Braintree obviously in better shape with a longer bench. And if you're Braintree right now, you should be very happy, up by 12. They outscored Christ the King by 9 points in that second quarter, 17-8, to really give them this advantage. And I expect Braintree to pull away here in the second half, but it's going to start with the defense.
Christ the King starts with Ashley Howell, Dominique Toussaint, Cynthia Perez, Sydney Zambrota, and Raven Dowling. Brianna Herlihy with a 10-footer, no good. Dowling with the rebound. Perez is going to be fouled by Molly Reagan. Molly picks up her third personal foul. That's the first team foul for Braintree in the second half. And very quickly, head coach Krista McDonald goes to the bench. Mara Russell set to check in. Cynthia Perez will be at the line shooting 2. Braintree starts the second half with the Herlihy sisters, Bridget and Brianna. Perez makes the first. Molly Reagan, who now is replaced by Mara Russell, Ashley Russell, and Keela Dixon. Cynthia Perez makes them both, her first 2 points of the ball game, and Braintree up by 10, 33-23. Dixon drives the lane, no good, but Brianna Herlihy with the rebound. Mara Russell for a long 3, she nails it. Mara Russell starts the scoring for Braintree here in the second half. 13-point lead.
Good to see Mara keep shooting. Had a few misses early, but that's the thing with shooters. You can get hot very quickly, and that's exactly what happened there. Good stroke from the outside, back up by 13.
Dowling kicks it out to Perez. Now all the way around the horn to Toussaint. Toussaint just inside the three-point line, no good. Keela Dixon with the rebound. Bridget Herlihy for 3, in and out, no good. They're going to call Brianna for over the top.
Good box out by Perez. Tough task trying to box out Herlihy, but she did a good job, and coming over the top was Brianna Herlihy for the foul.
Erin Greeley checks in, replaces Brianna Herlihy. We'll see how long Braintree can keep this lead with Brianna and Molly sitting on the bench. Toussaint tries to get it out to Perez. Perez tries to drive. They're going to call Bridget Herlihy with a blocking foul. So Bob Mackey doing the same thing Kristen McDonald's doing. He's trying to get his team to penetrate. That is Bridget Herlihy's first personal foul, but third team foul on the Lady Wumps. Jaylene Fisher checks in, replaces Ashley Howell.
So Braintree a little undersized here. I wonder if they're going to try and change up the defensive scheme, maybe go into some sort of a zone defense.
Sombrado guarded by Ashley Russell, tries to go baseline. Scoop shot off the glass, no good. Erin Greeley with a big rebound. And they're going to call Ashley Russell with a travel, no good. So the Lady Royals take over with 6:18 remaining in the third quarter. Braintree up by 13, 36-23. Toussaint loses the ball, picked up by Bridget Herlihy, lead pass. Bounce pass intended for Erin Greeley, knocked out of bounds by the Lady Royals. Braintree will take over. 26 seconds left on the shot clock. And Greeley off the glass, no good. Perez with the rebound. Jaylene Fisher with a quick 2. Tempo of this game is breakneck, and it's amazing how both teams can keep up this intensity. Fisher with the rebound, lead pass to Zambrado. Bounce pass to Perez, left-hander off the glass is good.
Got to take a timeout now for Braintree.
Kristen McDonald calls timeout with 5:39 remaining in the third quarter.
Braintree's gotten a lot of good looks here in this third quarter. They just haven't been able to convert on the offensive end.
And Bob Mackey trying to take advantage of the size advantage. Brianna Herlihy, Molly Reagan sitting on the bench with foul trouble here early in the third quarter. While we have a break in the action, we want to thank our halftime guest, Mayor Joe Sullivan, He is a fixture at many Braintree High School athletic events, does a great job supporting the program. As many people know by virtue of his position as mayor, he's on the school committee, so his involvement with the school system obviously is very intimate, but he's a huge athletic fan and does everything he can to support boys and girls teams throughout the season. And we appreciate him taking the time out of his schedule to come up and chat with us briefly at halftime. And you heard him say that the news will be forthcoming shortly about construction on the hockey rink and the pool. Many people in the community very excited to hear about that and see where that's going to go. Braintree comes out of the timeout with Ashley Russell, Aaron Greeley, Keela Dixon, Bridget Herlihy, and Mara Russell. Braintree up by 9, 36-27. Keela Dixon needs some help over to Mara Russell. Bridget Herlihy finds Aaron Greeley all alone. Greeley off the glass for 2.
Great interior passing by the Womps, able to find a seam in the defense, and that was a perfect play.
Great ball move, great movement without the ball rather by Aaron Greeley to get open. She was wide open and had the poise and the composure to get the good shot. Toussaint with the shot no good, but ends up getting her own rebound. Zambrano drives the lane no good. Ashley Russell with the rebound. Braintree controls with an 11-point lead. Pass down low intended for Ashley Russell, a little bit too strong. Lady Royals take over. 4:45 remaining in the third quarter. Fisher drives the lane. She's going to be at the line shooting 2. Bridget Herlihy picks up her second foul. Shailene Fisher at the line shooting 2. That is Braintree's 4th personal. Lady Royals yet to commit a foul here in the second half.
Delay of game warning against Braintree 2 there as well. So the next one Braintree's whistled with would be a technical foul.
Shailene misses the first. And now Brianna Herlihy checks in, replaces sister Bridget. Cynthia Perez gets a break as she is replaced by Julie Medina. Fisher having trouble from the foul line. Medina with a rebound. Dowling goes baseline, good move. Ball partially blocked by Mara Russell. Great defensive play. Good body control, not to commit the foul, just get the ball, but knocked it out of bounds. 18 seconds left on the shot clock for the Lady Royals. And Ashley Russell comes up with a steal.
Good play by Dixon to knock it away.
Brianna Herlihy drives.
Nice
Dixon
pass.
Ashley Russell, beautiful pass underneath. Again, that may be the Lady Womps' only flaw, is they make too many passes. Herlihy definitely could have taken that to the hoop, but elected to give Ashley a free shot. Long rebound, Keela Dixon.
It's a real tough shot by Zambrano. That's the 3rd or 4th time now we've seen her take a shot way beyond the arc and hasn't connected either time.
Aaron Greeley with a good move down low. Aaron Greeley coming up big here in this ball game. The senior showing a lot of poise and composure, and Bob Mackey indicating to the official, Peter Holmes, that that's the 2nd travel call he's missed. He thought Aaron Greeley traveled. But Greeley now with 6 points on the night, and Braintree up 42-27, 3:34 remaining in the third quarter. You're watching Lady Womps basketball on BCAM. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
We're back here at Braintree High School, the main gymnasium, for the Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase. I'm Al Barisi. Sitting next to me, Mike Wassel. It's game 2 of the doubleheader for game 1. Archbishop Williams defeated Providence Classical 106-24. Braintree and Archies will face each other tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Number 1 versus number 2 for the Commonwealth of Mass. Should be an interesting ball game, and we'll be right here. Keela Dixon picks up her second personal foul. That'll send, another say it before the shot, so Toussaint will not go to the line. Bridget Hurley checks in for Aaron Greeley. Aaron Greeley gets a nice round of applause from the Braintree fans. Done a great job here, probably her best game of the season thus far. Toussaint shot no good. Long rebound comes right back out to her. Puts it off the glass, no good. Rebound Bridget Hurley, but they're going to call a jump ball. I don't know what Bob Mackey's looking for. He's looking for a foul, but I don't know.
That was good defense. Good defense on the interior by Braintree, and I think he was expecting a call up in the air, but it looked like Braintree got the ball. I didn't see any contact up in the air.
Medna controls, looking for some help, finds it in Jaylene Fisher.
It's an offensive foul.
Toussaint with a push-off.
It was on the moving screen now.
Oh, foul was called on Julie Medna. That is Medna's third personal.
Don't see that call very often, but it was right in the middle of the paint. She came in and took out a Braintree attacker.
Pass intercepted by Toussaint. Senior co-captain doing a whale of a job for the Lady Royals. Rebound Medna. Turnaround, put back off the glass, no good. And now they're going to call Tracy King with a foul.
Yep, over the back again. That's Medna's second foul in about 30 seconds.
It's her 4th on the evening, so she's got to be careful. Ashley Howell comes off the bench very, very quickly. She'll check in for Julie Medna, the senior.
That may be devastating. 4 fouls on probably your biggest player on the team. Not the go-to scorer, but only 3 players really on the bench.
Keela Dixon tries to get the ball down low. A little bit too strong. Raven Dowling comes up with a steal. Kick out to Toussaint. Toussaint tries to go down low to Howell. Great steal by Brianna Hurley. A correction, Bridget Hurley.
Wow!
And Bridget with a nice baseline move. So she makes a steal and then finishes off with a great baseline move for 2.
I thought she was going to go on the other side of the basket and try and use the rim, but nice play.
And Dominique Toussaint answers with her first 2 points of the second half. She's got 13 on the night. Brianna Hurley, oh, nice dish to sister Bridget. Bridget all alone for 2. Nice touch on that pass, and Bridget took care of business. 8 points on the night for Bridget.
Close to a travel.
Dowling gets fouled outside before the shot. Mara Russell picks up her first personal foul. That's going to be the 15th foul. And now Molly Reagan checks in for Bridget Hurley. Bridget Hurley heading for Villanova next year. Ashley Russell will play for Penn. Molly Russell will play for Liberty. Not many teams. Toussaint shot way too long. Brianna Hurley with the rebound. Not many teams get 1 division player. Braintree has 3. And if you count Brianna Hurley, that's 4. Ashley Russell shot a little light. Molly Reagan with a great rebound and gives Braintree new life. This time Ashley takes a 3 and nails it.
That's huge. Put Braintree up by 20.
Jaylene Fisher called for steps outside.
Christ the King falling apart here in the 3rd quarter. They haven't scored in a long time. It's been about 3 or 4 minutes now.
Junior Sydney Zambrata checks back in the ball game for the Lady Royals. Under a minute now to go in the 3rd quarter. Molly Reagan down low to Brianna Hurley. He kicks it all the way out to Ashley Russell. Ashley for another three. Ashley Russell is feeling it now. That's her second consecutive three.
That's just great court vision for the Womps. Seeing the open shooter and hitting Russell right in stride.
Ashley Howell looking for some help. Nearly stripped, double team. Brianna Hurley, he did steal it. Puts it off the glass for two. Braintree pouring it on right now with 15 seconds left. Dominique Toussaint, stutter step, draws the foul. And that's going to be on Keela Dixon. That is Dixon's third personal foul. That's also going to put Braintree, or put the Lady Royals of Christ the King at the line. They're in the bonus with 14 seconds left in the third.
Right now, the difference has been this third quarter. Braintree's outscored Christ the King so far to this point, 22-8.
Junior captain Dominique Toussaint shooting 1-1, makes the first, she'll get the second. Dominique 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She's got 15 points on the night. Braintree with 10 seconds left in the quarter. Ashley Russell drives the lane, throws it up. Molly Reagan, no good. Rebound is Jaylene Fish, or correction, rebound is on the Coles. Coles throws it up and no good. So Braintree up 54-31 as we enter the final stanza here at Braintree High School. It's game 2 of the Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase. The Lady Womps leading the Lady Royals 54-31. Stay with us. We'll be back for the final quarter in just a moment.
Pants. I am folding the pants. The pants are long. Do they go on my head? Do they? Do the pants go on my head? No. They go on.
Everyday moments can become teaching moments because learning starts long before school does. Give your child the start they need at bornlearning.org.
Welcome back to Braintree High School. We're here in the main gymnasium for game 2 of today's doubleheader in the Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase. The Lady Womps of Braintree lead the Lady Royals of Christ the King out of Queens, New York, 54-31. Braintree will start the fourth quarter with Molly Reagan, Bridget Herlihy, Ashley Russell, Keela Dixon, and Erin Greeley. Head coach Bob Mackey answers. Sydney Zimbrata, Raven Dowling, Jaylene Fisher, Captain Dominique Toussaint, and Julie Medna. Final 8 minutes of the ball game. Keela Dixon. Covered by Coles, no good. Ball knocked away, and they're going to say it went off of the fingertips of Molly Reagan. Toussaint just inside the three-point arc, but she nails it. Toussaint with a quick 2. Nice pass down low to Ashley Russell. Great ball movement by the Lady Womps.
I don't know what Braintree talked about at halftime, but they've really found a seam in this defense, and right now Russell's getting a lot of easy points under the basket.
17 points for Ashley Russell. Dominique Toussaint for another 3. That is her second 3 of the ball game.
She got 19.
Ashley Russell with a drive to the hoop, bounce pass to Molly Reagan. Loose ball picked up by Reagan. Kicks it out to Bridget Herlihy for 3. Long rebound. Keela Dixon with a nice job. Erin Greeley for 3. Nails it.
That might just just be about the put-out basket for Braintree. That's a big basket.
9 points for Erin Greeley tonight, her best game of the season. Molly Reagan with the block. Loose ball is going to be picked up by Keela Dixon. Foul's going to be called on Julie Medna. That's her 5th personal foul. She's out of the ball game.
Talk about the bench playing a role in this one. Right now, Braintree's gotten 15 points off their bench compared to just 5 for Christ the King. That's a big difference.
Jaylene Fisher checks back in the ball game, replacing Medna. Ball nearly stolen by Toussaint, actually picked up by Fisher. Lead pass to Zambrata. Nice scoop shot, no good, altered by the defense of Molly Reagan. Oh, they're going to call Molly with the reach in. Looked like she had all ball there. Molly Reagan picks up her 4th personal.
Braintree's got to come down with that rebound. That's 2 straight opportunities underneath the basket that Braintree couldn't come up with a defensive rebound, and now instead of possession the other way, it's 2 free throws.
Cynthia Perez will get 2. She makes the first. And Molly Reagan checks out to a nice round of applause from the Braintree fans. Reagan 4 points, 7 rebounds. Brianna Herlihy with the offense or the defensive board. Down low, Mara Russell takes an off-balance shot. She's going to be fouled by Perez underneath.
Tough foul against Perez there. Certainly wasn't intending to foul, but Russell was just trying to throw that one up towards the basket. Wasn't really looking at it, but Braintree may have been bailed out, but a good opportunity here at the free throw line.
Mara makes the first. That is the first personal foul for Cynthia Perez. 4th team foul for the Lady Royals. Christ the King still with 3 fouls to give before Braintree's in the bonus. Mara makes them both. 7 points on the night for Mara Russell. Toussaint, no good. Rebound, Brianna Herlihy.
So we talked about the bench being a big role here in this game. Another thing that I was looking at is the free throw shooting. Braintree's free throw shooting has been very exceptional, and Christ the King struggled from the line.
Bridget Herlihy for 3, no good. Brianna Herlihy with the rebound. Pass intercepted by Toussaint. Brianna Herlihy with the defensive rebound. She's got 7 boards on the evening as well. So Braintree controlling the backboard, both sides, offensively and the defensive glass. Ashley Russell for 3, and she nails it again. 3rd three-pointer for Ashley Russell in the second half. She's got 20 points on the night. Toussaint drives, puts it up, ball rolls out, no good, but she will be at the line shooting 2.
Battle of the point guards. Russell with 20 and Toussaint with 19, and she's going to head to the line looking to get into the 20-point plateau as well.
Keela Dixon, Mara Russell get a break. Bella Tonetti checks in the ball game. Allie Dillon, sophomore, on the floor for the first time tonight. 4:35 remaining in the ball game. Braintree up 64-39. Zambrata tries to go for the steal. Ball rolls out of bounds. I'm going to say it went off her fingertips, so Braintree will retain possession. 19 on the shot clock for the Lady Wumps. Ashley Russell kicks it back out to Brianna Herlihy. 8-footer is good. 8 points for Brianna. Toussaint again doesn't get the roll. Loose ball picked up by Ashley Russell. Pass intended for Bridget Herlihy. Now they're joking with each other about the pass.
Oh, when you're up by 27 points, you can certainly afford to share a smile on the court.
Outstanding performance by the Lady Womps tonight. Toussaint off the glass. Dominique with 23 points on the night for the junior captain. And now Lady Royal showing some full court pressure, but not very tight. Braintree breaks it easily. 3.5 to go in the ball game. Nice spin move by Brianna Hurley. The ball knocked away at the last minute. Cynthia Perez knocked it out of her hands. Maddie Fay checks in the ball game, replaces Bridget Hurley, and Bridget's going to get a breather. That'll probably be it for Bridget. I think the starters are pretty much done for the evening. We'll see how long before Brianna and Ashley Russell come out of the ball game. Maddie Fay with some, whoa! Sombrada with a takedown. That was a wrestling move. And now Jenna Roach checks in and replaces Ashley Russell. Ashley gets a nice round of applause.
Probably one of the few times this year that Christ the King's been outplayed this badly.
Sombrada off the glass, no good. Maddie Fay with the rebound, long lead pass to Brianna. Loose ball picked up by Lavanya Coles. Coles lead pass to Toussaint. Toussaint off the glass. She's pretty automatic. .245 remaining in the game. And now a steal by Fisher. Easy two for Jaylene Fisher off the glass. Fisher's got 5 points on the night.
Looks like Braintree's going to run some clock.
Sombrada goes for the steal. No good. Brianna Hurley down low. Maddie Fay. Or correction, Allie Dillon. Jenna Roche with a three, no good. Loose ball. Scrum on the floor. Sombrada and Bella Tonetti. Possession arrow in favor of the Lady Royals. Rebecca Oxford checks in the ball game for the Lady Royals, as does Raven Dowling.
It's going to do it probably for Toussaint for the evening.
Brianna Hurley off the glass. 10 points on the night for Brianna. Cynthia Perez is fouled. Maddie Fay will pick up her first personal. That's the 10th team foul, so Lady Royals will be in the double bonus for the rest of the night. They'll be shooting 2 for the final 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Cynthia makes the first. And now Mackenzie Moore checks in, replacing the final starter, Brianna Hurley. And the fan sound their approval. Mackenzie Moore, a freshman. Perez makes them both. She is 5 for 6 from the free throw line. 7 points on the night for Perez. Under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Bella Tonetti for 3. No good. Long rebound. Maddie Fay off the glass. No good. Fisher was pushed out of bounds by Bella Tonetti. Tonetti picks up her first personal foul. And now you get Bella Scarpa and Taylor Perry set to check in the ball game. Jaylene Fisher shooting 2 with 1:37 to go in the ball game. Fisher makes the first. Scarpa and Perry replaces Bella Tonetti and Allie Dillon. So once again, Braintree able to use their entire bench. Fisher makes them both. 7 points on the night for Jaylene Fisher. Minute and a half to go in the ball game. Perry picks up the loose ball, and now it's taken away from her by Coles. Dowling drives the lane, left-hander off the glass, no good. Rebound is Mackenzie Moore. Roach kicks it out to Perry. Taylor Perry controls top of the key for the Lady Womps. 1:05 to go in the ball game. Roach penetrates, floating 8-footer off the glass, no good. Long rebound. Oxford picks it over to Fisher. Fisher off the glass, draws the foul.
Looks like Perez is hurt behind the play too. May have hurt her knee.
Jenna Roach picks up her first personal foul. Cynthia Perez now limping off the field with the assistance of head coach Bob Mackey. Ashley Howell checks in the ball game, replacing Perez.
Number 33, Ashley Howell.
Fisher's frustrations at the foul line continue. Taylor Perry with the rebound, but she's tied up immediately. .45 seconds to go in the ball game. Oxford over to Dowling now. With some stifling defense here. Ball picked up by Bella Scarpa. Lead pass to Taylor Perry. Perry's going to slow it down. Scarpa nearly stripped. Oh, they're going to call Raven Dowling with the reach-in foul. That's Raven's second personal. Rachel will take the ball out with just under 26 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Braintree doesn't have to take a shot. You can just hold on to it unless they're going to foul.
Braintree back in action tomorrow night, the second game of another doubleheader. They will face Archbishop Williams, Braintree rivals. Nice offensive board by Maddie Fay, and she takes it to the hoop and draws the foul. Foul is going to be on Rebecca Oxford. That is her first personal. Maddie Fay sitting at the line, getting ready to shoot two with 10 seconds left. Makes the first.
Fay, just a sophomore.
Tomorrow night's game magnified the importance even more as Archbishop Williams currently ranked number 2 in the state. So 1 versus 2. In and out, rebound of Anya Coles. Pass down low to Howell. Howell stripped. Rebound by Rebecca Oxford, and that's the ball game. So Braintree avenges their one loss from last season with a 69-52 victory over Christ the King out of Queens, New York. When we come back, final stats, final thoughts. We're here at Braintree High School, the Northeast Girls Basketball Showcase. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
If a natural disaster happened and we were outside the home, we would probably all meet, I'll say, around the grocery store, you know.
We would all meet at a bus stop. That is our meeting place.
Well, we would probably just meet out in front of the house.
We'd probably meet at our neighbor's house.
If you have no plan, then you can just plan what to do as it happens.
Welcome back to Braintree High School, where the Lady Womps of Braintree defeated the Lady Royals of Christ the King out of Queens, New York, 69-52. I'm Al Barisi, with me Mike Wassel. And Mike, leading scorer for tonight's game, Dominique Toussaint, kind of a one-woman show for the Lady Royals. She finishes with 25 points, but Ashley Russell for the Lady Womps not far behind with 20 points. And then Brianna Hurley and Keela Dixon each with 10.
Certainly a much different offensive attack between Braintree and Christ the King. You mentioned Toussaint with 25 points. Nobody really close. The closest scorer behind her was Jaylene Fisher, who had 8. But on Braintree's side, they had 3 players in double figures. You had 8 points from Bridget Hurley, 9 from Greeley. I mean, it was a well-balanced attack from Braintree, and it really started from the second quarter on, where Braintree really turned it on defensively. They outscored Christ the King 17-8 in that second quarter, followed up coming out of halftime, outscoring Christ the King 21-10 to put it away. And really at the end of that fourth quarter, kind of Braintree put in a lot of their subs, and things got a little bit closer. If you read the box score, maybe you see just a 17-point final with Braintree winning. Maybe it was a little closer than it really was, but Braintree won this one from start to finish, and I think it was very impressive what Braintree was able to do against Christ the King.
Biggest challenge for Kristen McDonald tomorrow night. This is not going to be a cakewalk for Braintree. Having defeated Christ the King, you hope that there's no letdown, because they're facing Archbishop Williams tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Archbishop Williams, the Lady Bishops, currently ranked #2 in the Commonwealth, and they defeated Providence Classic in the first game of this doubleheader, 106-24. So Braintree will have their hands full tomorrow night when the #1 ranked team faces the #2 ranked team in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And we'll be right here to give you the coverage of the game. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. First game tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Capital Prep out of Connecticut will face the very same Christ the King Lady Royals out of Queens, New York. So on behalf of our entire crew, Jerry Comic on the floor, Christine Patterson up here in the booth with us, John Orfanos, our producer, director, Wes Ray, Mike Wassel, I'm Al Barisi. The final score here from Braintree High School: the Lady Wumps of Braintree 69, the Lady Royals of Christ the King 52. We'll see you tomorrow night.